So, hello and welcome. Hopefully you are able to hear me. So the purpose of the recording, if you are in whatever you're wearing, comfortable clothing, as long as you can move, you can do some of this from seated, but I'll give adjustments for anyone that's got lower back problems. I just ask below the video, just make a comment, and if there's something you want an alternative and you can't do, then I can give it to you. So let's start. Hang on, got that sorted. My timer's ready. Okay. It doesn't matter if you can see my head. I think I've pushed it back enough so you can. So let's start in. Just feel your body's posture, tuning in and hold. Keep the lower body as it is, and then just bring the hands up slowly to the head and lowering them. Right, really focus on the movement and the subtlety of this. So as you move up, straighten the body, and as you go down, slightly bend the knees. Not loads, just a little ripple going on. But what you're focusing on is your breath, your posture. So breathing in as you come out, breathing out as you exhale. You exhale down, inhale up. Just starting, and the movement works with the meridians in our arms as well. Bring the hands up to the center now, to the lower dantian, and opening up the arms, go up overhead. When you get to the top, cross them over and bring them down the central column, and then do that in reverse with a bend. Come up, hands go up to the top, opening out, coming down, bringing your body down with you, slowly bending, gently, wherever you can. If you can only get to here, that's fine. If you can, we cross over the hands and then coming up the sides, crossing at the top, hold, and then releasing down the sides, crossing the opposite hands. Now this time, bring your body slowly up with your spine, keeping the hands crossed over, lifting up and over, and then circling out. The next time we're going to go back down, we're going to cross the hands over. Whatever arm you had in front, swap it to behind. Drop the head, feel the stretch in the back of the thighs, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up. Eyes are relaxed, feel into the movement. If you now got that. Stretching, opening, meeting the dawn, meeting the day, meeting the now moment. This time, bring the hands, one goes up, one comes down. Right and left brain hemispheres. And then bringing them both down. Take one foot forward, and the back foot, you want it facing the direction you're facing, so your body's to the side, and open out, heart, with this foot facing that way, and then twist. half. Open, twist, open. So we're massaging the internal organs, opening up the shoulders. We're working on our spinal health and flexibility. You can bring that in. Just do that little reset. Bring the breath awareness in. Breathe in, breathe out. And then go to the other side. So, this foot faces this way. This foot faces this way, as if you're going to do a side lunge. Open up the arms. Just feel that posture for the moment. And then you twist, keeping your feet on the ground. Open. And twist, bring the hands to the heart to sort of reset. Just get that movement. And we're also then working the meridians in the arms, the heart, the lungs, the large intestines all run through our arms. Open. Open. And at the same time, we're working the spine, the shoulders, and then the lymphatic system with the movement. Just this simple movement. I love the simplicity of Qigong. Take a deep breath in, bring your hands back, and go back to the little resetting position. This time, take the hand out to the side. The other hand comes around. Pulls back like a bow. Push forward. Then both hands and foot come in. Do the same on the other side. Take the foot out. Hand comes around. Pull back the bow. Push forward. Release the intention and your power. And bring back to center. So as you do this movement, think about your intention for your day, for the next hour. What is your intention with your practice? What is your intention as it's Friday when I'm recording this for the weekend? We just had the eclipse. We're in that window from one solar eclipse to the lunar eclipse. Scorpio to Taurus, I think, meaning the shadow of our body. We're working with our body right now, so where do we need to look? What are we not listening to with our body? What is your intention with your practice? Is it just for exercise? Is it to combine your spiritual practice with your exercise and your meditation? And coming down to reset. Just feel the hands by the side. Being in our axis. Take one leg out, one arm down. Circle around. This time we slide down. If you can go to the ankle, go to the ankle, otherwise stay at the knee. Breathing in as you come up. Either hold here or lift and hold. And as you go down, follow the shoulder, you exhale down and release. Breathe not with my timing, but with your own. Lunging no further than your toes with your knee as you go down. As we have a lovely side stretch and elongating this side of our body out. Next time, come up to the shoulder, bring the foot in, come down and go to the opposite side. Hand goes out, hand comes on the inner thigh Go round on the first one and follow your hand down to your ankle, lifting up. So shoulder, shoulder. Either hold here or lift and extend whilst you're holding the breath, and then come back and release and exhale down. Breathe in. Exhale out. Breathe in fresh chi. Exhale out. Take it easy, Laura. So Summer, you're so much like your big brother. So the rhythmic breath is pumping the oxygen and the blood flow. We're stretching the body and coming down to centre. As we're working with the metal, we're working with the lungs and the lower intestine. We're going to make the lung sound, the s, when we exhale. So bring the hands up, circulate those lungs, gently visualizing light flowing, fresh breath and chi flowing in the lungs. Take a deep breath in, and then as exhale down, hands out to the side, 3 fingers in as you until there's no more breath, which you'll find might go as longer than you think. Bringing them back in. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. From here, we come to lung 1, this little point here. So this regulates the lung chi and stops coughing, stimulates the lung chi to descend, depression, fullness in the chest, and stops pain. It can help with any breathing difficulties such as asthma, coughing, wheezing, nasing, congestion, and throat obstructions. By opening the chest to ease the chest pain and allowing more upright stance. So I know we've been doing this for a while, but for the purpose of the video, it is just here. So I find if I put my hand in my armpit, where my thumb goes is where that point is. Sometimes it's a little bit lower, it's different on different people, but it's here on me. So you feel around, you might get a lower tender spot, sometimes here and here, but the actual lung 1 is here. So you massage that. This one is great to do when we're dealing with suppressed emotions. So it's meant to, it says in my notes, I mean, it's particularly effective in clearing congestion, which helps alleviate suppressed emotions such as grief or a sense of loss. So this one is, you can do this standing, but I'm points to show you so you can see me. I'm going to be closer. So you want to do it on both sides. Move to the opposite side. So I find it easier to stick the hand there. And you can, that side for me is more tender. So that one was fine. And then once you've got it, you can bring the hands and just circulating, or you can press and release, press and release, whatever feels right for you. We're not doing acupuncture, we haven't got a needle point that has to be exact, so our fingers we're in the vicinity, we'll be getting that point. So don't worry too much about exactitude. But this is great to do if you've had a cough, you're feeling congested, and it regulates. So breathe in, breathe out whilst you're doing this. Breathe in, breathe out. And if you cough, that's good. Here we're going to come to our tapping. Just tapping on the thymus. So this is the kidney point. The benefits of this is immune boosting. So again, great for upper respiratory, for stresses, fatigue. Helps distribute the air that enters the lungs. So it said that the kidney system is said to grasp the lungs, meaning it helps distribute the air that enters the lungs throughout the rest of the body. So hence why we work with the kidneys at the same time we work with the lungs. So just gently looking at those points. We'll do some of the other one that's stimulating in a minute, but let's carry on with our standing poses. So just coming across, gently slapping the shoulders, coming down, bringing our protective chi, our wei chi to the surface. Coming across the shoulder, and coming down the arm inside, and then up the outside. I'm not sure 100% on the percentage, but I'm sure it was 40 to 50% of your cells in a microscope of your are just below the surface of the skin, the defences. So that's what the ancients were referring to when they said the wei chi, the protective chi, and why we slap to bring the regenerative cells to the surface in the rest of the body. Coming down to the bra line. And around the kidneys, the intestines, circulating our lower dantian and the stomach, and then side either side. This is your kidneys and your gallbladder, and your large intestines. Coming to knocking on the door of life. Trousers, I'm losing weight. They keep falling down. And shake. Just start to shake. Feel my shoulder here that needs work. So let's just come to a stop. We're going to take one leg up, place it forward, bend over, stretch out the lower back. Go to here if that's all you can do. If you can only come to here, that's fine too. Wherever's right for you, listen to your body. Otherwise, now push forward, look down, bring the head down, and then slowly coming up, balancing, Hold, if you can hold the balance, just hold. Breathing in, breathing out, and then slowly placing down. We'll do that again. Briefly. Forward, swapping hands. Same hand as leg that's forward. Wherever you can, and the head stays straight with the spine. So if you're getting deeper, your head comes down deeper. But it stays straight to the spine. And hold, feel the stretch. Feel, don't stop breathing. Keep the breath flowing. Lift. Slowly lift. This time bringing up. Looking at a fixed point. Feel your balance. Feel your strength before lowering the other side. This time we're going to do that before we dip. Hold. Feeling the balance and strength. The knees slightly bent. And then placing the foot down in front. Again, hold the posture. Arms are elevated. Breathe before placing back down. Hold. Strengthening our balance, our posture. Before we place the foot down. Leaning into stretching out those meridians and those hamstrings, the fascias in the body as well as we lift up. Again, if you can only lift to here, that's fine. You go with whatever's right for your body, and if you can only do a few seconds, that's fine. Work on each time with yourself, not what necessarily I am doing, but what you can do if you want to hold it for longer. Right, we're going to move more into flow now. So we're quickening up. So by holding in any, like Zanzu, we are strengthening, strength training, like weight training. So bring your hands now to your lower dantian. Lift them up, step apart with the legs, bringing down the central column. Okay, this time, one hand goes to the back, the other comes up. If you put your hand in a little talking position, so the fingers go together, bring that up in front to the diagonal of your face. And then from the diagonal, looking up at your hand, bring the hand, open it. The hands and fingers are spread. It comes down the central column to the lower dantian and back. And then the opposite hand comes, fingers together, raising up to the side, watching your fingers. Bring the hand in front, the thumb is facing your face. As you bring it down the central column, and then pushing back. The same on the other side. Once you've got the movement, you can close the eyes down. And feel into it. Focusing more on your breath as you inhale and you exhale. One more time. So in this movement, we are gently rotating the neck from side to side. And I've just just done an extra one there, sorry. Bring the hands down to the side, but continue the movement with the head. So move your head to the right. Keep the eyes closed, looking forward, then tilting to the left. Then come back to looking forward. So you're just moving your head from side to side. Become aware of your shoulders, your posture. Your hips are stacked nicely. You want pelvis tip forward. You want your skeletal structure, so your feet are facing forward. Your relaxed shoulders are down. So you're feeling it, just pulling here. No pain. Be very gentle and very deliberate. And then from here, when you come back to looking straight ahead, tuck the chin in and feel the stretch. So the shoulders stay down. Feel the stretch of the back of the neck. Have a few breaths with the neck, chin tucked in before lifting up. When you lift up, bring the hands and arms up with you. Looking up and back and sink in, down, a little bend in the knees as the head tips up. The lower back is supported with our posture with the legs, bringing them down. So for now, just from the upper body. Then you can stay here, or you can flow with us all the way down, making sure the posture as you lean over and hang. Feel your head lengthening, your arms just loose. Thumb is pushed back. You can feel a slight bend in the knees. You can feel the stretch just here. And there's a slight bend here to support that. If you can only come to here, that's fine. Wherever is right for you. And then slowly coming up. From here, we're going to twist, but the heel comes off either side. Loosen that wrist up where we just stretched over. We're now twisting. And again, this works great for releasing emotions, releasing toxins in the body. So if you're doing a cleanse or a juice of any sort, like juice cleanse of any sort, cleansing your emotions or cleansing with food, this is a good one to do. Any of the slapping and tapping. Up to the shoulder. Still with the movement, but the heel comes down when we're doing this. And let the hands just come to a stop in their own time. Make a triangle with your thumb and forefinger. Take the hands up over the head and we're going to rotate. So you want to bend the knees into a wider than, in between horse stance and Ouija stance or Ouija pose. So you're slightly more than hip width apart as you then lean round, opening the door of life. And circle, make a huge circle, the lower body and upper body. Now, if you can only do the top, then go across. If you have any issues in any sort, just do a smaller circle. So you're just doing a little circle of the upper body. But if you're okay, take that as a big, nice, wide, full body. And then whatever direction you were going, go the opposite way. might find one easier than the other. Bring the heat and stop when you get to the top. Hands stay up. Take one wrist with one hand, whichever wrist you're holding, lean over and stretch. And again, that side. Release, one hand down, and then the other, swap them, and then bring them close, and imagine you've got a golden chi ball. You're circulating the chi, and then swap, hands up. It's a huge ball, it's just grown a meter, and bringing the hands back down, and then grow that ball up with the opposite hand swap, and contracting and expanding heaven and earth. Now bring both hands together with the lower dantian. Bring that into your stomach. And what we do is take the feet in and condensing the chi. So start with a circle, bringing all your power, your awareness of your power, your fire, the Mars energy we've got going on, our drive, our passion, our spark, and circulating it in to our crystal that we cultivated, our dantian, until you get smaller and smaller, and just hold the hands. Now, while we're here, as we have our hands, if you see how my hands, I'm going to move closer. You see, I have them hooked. Move my bracelets out of the way. If you take your index finger, this one, where they're hooked, wherever it meets on the wrist, this is the lungs 7 point. So bring, while we're standing, just bring your thumb to this point here. You can do it with that finger if you like, but I find it easier with my thumb. And just gently press and release. Again, this is great if you've got sore throat, so if you can feel a cold coming, this is the time to do this. If you've been coughing and you, like when we done the banging and you've been coughing, then you can do this point. And if you've been exposed to what they call exogens, so external pathogens that cause headaches. So, for example, if there's someone's put a perfume on and it's a bit too strong and giving you a bit of a headache, or you've walked through a city and the fumes are like, you're thinking, oh no, this is a good one to do. It helps releasing. It's also meant to help with toothache as well, and again asthma, and any breathing lung habits. So then swap sides and do the same on the other side. So if you do it for about 60 seconds, 90 seconds, a minute, minute and a half. And these are all ones, these points are all stuff you can do in bed, you can do whilst laying down, if you're not feeling 100% and you can't, or tired, that you're feeling lethargic, your ascension symptoms are like hitting you, and you can do all of these laying. You can do it whilst you're a passenger in a car. I suppose you could do if you're in traffic, but don't be doing stuff while you're driving. Focus on the roads. But just while you're seated. So on me, this side, My wisdom side is feeling it more than on this side. Yet it was the reverse with the lung 1 point. So those both are on that same lung meridian. So releasing your hands to the side. We're going to work just a little bit on our lower intestines. So first, let's do our neutral points. Take your hand to your belly button and go 4 fingers and 2 fingers. So you've got 1 point here and another point here, and just gently massage in the stomach area. The reason I've brought this in, it's a little bit different to what we've been working through for autumn, but we're working in November with, as we move through the season, the creation energy, the birthing energy. So the uterus is responsible for our creation energy, our birthing of things. So we want to be cultivating our creative womb-like energy of the rebirth, preparing for birth. So release that out, just shake. Bring my arms up here so you can see what I'm doing. You can do this sitting or you can do this standing. You just bend your arm up. So on the inside, we've got another point. This is for the intestine. So where my arm meets the crease, just on the inner, so if you feel the bone, it's just sort of on the inside here, and just give that a little bit of a massage or gently press. So this is known as fever reducing point, used for colds, influenza, preventative treatments and immune compromising conditions. So if you suffer from those, so if someone, for example, who's going through chemo or something that's going to compromise your immune system, this is a good one that you can stimulate. Okay. Ooh. And both sides. So it's where the thumb is, on that outer side, isn't it? Yeah, outer. And just massage it. It feels quite tender. And this is the large intestine, 11. Right. And the last one I wanted to share with you is for the large intestine as well. So with our hands where we were joining them, take your finger into the center. So you have like a little L shape or V just in here. As you come down this finger, there's a little point called LI4. 14, sorry. Large intestine 14. If you just do exactly the same, just press, release, or gently, ow, yo-yo, massaging. What are you doing? You want mummy's attention? Just massaging. So these are the lists of, if his towel doesn't keep knocking it, and these are the lists of what this is benefit. This is strong point for building immune system. So this is one you can do whenever you remember, and can be used for when someone has a cold or flu. The stimulation of this point can have a great effect on the flow of qi and blood in the body. The large intestine is associated with emotions and sadness and grief, and it can help build immunity as it works as a paired channel with the lung meridian, as we said before. So we move on to the other side. So again, if it's easier to find it, either there where my finger crosses over or following down, and just on the edge in the center there. So not quite in the middle. To the side, there's a different one in the middle. This one isn't as tender as the left side. It's on the second metacarpal bone that we're massaging. And just either circulate or press and release, whichever feels better for you. And then shake. Okay, I thought we'd skip the breath work instead and do some of those points, because I wanted this to be for the immune system. They're little points that you can utilise when you're sitting, when you're doing stuff, or for anyone that can't stand and do some of those points you can do at home and do when you're out. And if you notice, when I'm stretching, I noticed all of these points, you massage them naturally. The temples and the other ones, there's one more I want to add in whilst we're doing things to help with colds and immunity. So if you bring yourself to seated, let's bring that down now, and get comfortable sitting down, and we're finished with a little 5-minute meditation. Come up to the bridge of the nose and gently massage. And come to the chin, push up from the chin, and then gently massage. Sometimes this is a bit tender on the edge here. I find that bit. Gently massaging, and then come round the tops of the ears, round the back. And if you spend longer around here, if you're doing this before sleep, your Onyon point and Feng Shuang point, I think I'm saying that right. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the Chinese. And just massaging and coming down to the chest and our throat. Hold your hands, cup your neck from behind. So next month, this is one that's, again, same with this month, may well be challenged. So let's set intention to bring the hands forward, bring the hand over, open and receptive. I speak the words of truth with love. It's okay to speak my truth. Bring the hands to the heart. I feel with love and compassion for myself and for others. Bring one hand to the forehead, one hand to the belly button. And hook up. I link my clarity with my intention with clarity. Swap hands. Take a breath. Bring that hand flat on the forehead and the other hand behind the head. And just breathe. Feeling centered with the third eye. Breathing in, breathing out. Take the hands, slide them round over the ears. Rest. I'd say I've got a table, but if you want to rest with the neck down if it helps to support the arms. I listen from the internal. I listen through love. I hear through my heart. All that I hear, I'm able to hear with love and compassion for those that speak and for myself. Taking the hands over the eyes. I see through my internal eyes with great clarity, love and wisdom, with compassion. Allow the hands to slip down the face, over the heart, and then slide one down to the belly. Take deep breath in and deep breath out, and let's just sit with the breath. If you need to drop the hands and bring the hands down at any time, please do. Just drop them into the lap, wherever's comfortable for you. Just gently breathing. Feeling, linking the heart with the lower dantian, the middle dantian and the lower dantian, linking with how we just opened the upper dantian. Relaxing the hands down to the knees, thighs, palms down. If you're seated on the floor like myself, then hold the ankles. If you're sitting just in your lap or your chair. Just listen to your thoughts, to your body's posture. Is there anywhere else that needs a little bit more attention? Observing what comes up. And letting go. Mental note for later. What do we need to know in this now moment? Taking breath and releasing. Allowing for whatever comes back. If there's nothing, don't worry. Letting go of needing to know. Letting go as you let go of your breath from every exhale. All is well in this now moment. Now, either visualize take your awareness to your feet and the earth, or if you are seated on the floor like me, touch the floor. If you want to go down into frog pose or lean forward and touch, just gently roll over the back if you're seated, or just visualize. Feel the earth rooting, grounding, strengthening. You are anchored in this now moment. Present. present with your body. If you need to stretch, like I can feel my thigh, I need to stretch it out just a bit. If you need to move, move. Then bringing your hands back to your heart, into prayer position. Before we open our eyes, just sit for a moment for the next minute. Connect to the heart. Taking a deep breath in, bring one hand into a fist, wrapping the other around it, slowly bending over. Coming up, rub the hands together, bring them up and over the face, and start to gently tap. Slowly, in your own time, slowly open the eyes. It's just us. We lost image and depth. I'm just going to, for the purpose of the recording, if you need longer, then take longer. Allow yourself to slowly come back. And I'm just going to end the recording here, and I will pull a card for us in this now moment.